All right, let's talk about online advertising in 2026. In just the next few minutes, we are going to unpack the single biggest shift that's happening right now. Seriously, if you're putting money into ads and just not seeing the returns you expect, you're going to want to stick around for this.
All right, so let's just jump right in. See, to get any real results these days, you've got to play by a whole new set of rules.
I mean, this is the big question for pretty much every business out there, right? You need customers and you need them now. And look, when it comes to speed, nothing, and I mean nothing, beats pay-per-click advertising. But here's the kicker. The way we used to do it, it's totally broken. The strategies that worked even just a couple of years ago will absolutely burn through your cash today.
And this number right here, this is the new reality. Think about it. Every single year, it's costing you 8 to 12% more just for the privilege of getting your ads seen. The game is just getting pricier, which means we have no choice but to get a whole lot smarter.
So let's be super clear here. PPC is without a doubt still the fastest way to get sales. We're talking results in days, not weeks or months. But, and this is a big but, trying to win using those old strategies, it's like showing up to a laser tag tournament with a water pistol. You just need the modern playbook.
So what exactly is this new playbook? Well, it all boils down to one massive change. And trust me, this isn't some passing trend. This is the new engine that's powering every single successful campaign out there.
Okay, let's break this down. In the old days, you literally had a person sitting at a desk tweaking and adjusting how much to pay for a single click. Now, an AI does all of that for us. It crunches thousands of data points. We're talking time of day, what device you're on, your past browsing history, all in the blink of an eye to set the perfect bid. This isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It is absolutely essential.
And just look at this number, 70%. Over 70% of advertisers have already handed the keys over to AI. So if you're out there still doing this manually, you're not just a little behind. You are actively competing against a machine that is way faster and way smarter than any human could be.
Think of these as your instructions to the AI. You're not telling it how to fly the plane, you're just telling it the destination. So, if you just want the most sales possible, you pick maximize conversions. If you need to hit a specific cost for each sale, that's target CPA. And target ROAS, that stands for return on ad spend. That's you telling the AI, hey, for every $1 I give you, I need to get at least $3 back. You just set the goal, and the AI figures out the smartest way to get there.
I mean, this chart really says it all, doesn't it? Doing it manually is like trying to drive across town by only looking in your rearview mirror. AI, on the other hand, is like having a GPS that predicts the traffic ahead of time. And the result is just undeniable. We're seeing campaigns that use AI get a 15 to 30% better return. It's just flat out more profitable.
Okay, so we've established that AI is the engine. But now the question is, where are you going to drive this thing? For pretty much everyone, the choice really boils down to two massive players. First up, you've got Google. Think of Google as the world's question answerer. It's where we all go when we have a problem we need to solve or a question we need answered. This is where you capture what we call search intent. And it's perfect for just about any business you can imagine, whether you're a local plumber or a huge software company.
And then you've got Amazon. If Google is the library, Amazon is the world's biggest shopping mall. People don't really go there to browse and research. They go there with their credit card in hand, ready to buy something. The intent is just purely commercial, which makes it an absolute powerhouse if you're selling physical products. And the numbers here really tell the whole story. You can see on Amazon, clicks are generally cheaper and the conversion rates are higher. That's because people are there to buy. But then you look over at Google, and the sheer scale, the reach, is just on another level. So the takeaway here is pretty simple. If you sell physical stuff, you've got to be looking at Amazon. For pretty much everyone else, Google is where you're going to start. Right. So even though you've got this incredibly powerful AI driving for you, you still have to follow the basic rules of the road. And honestly, these fundamentals, they're the difference between a campaign that makes you money and one that just burns a hole in your pocket.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think is the single most important piece of your ad campaign? Go ahead, think about it for a second. Most people will say, oh, it's the ad copy, or it's the keywords you pick, and they'd be wrong. Because this is the real secret. You could write the most brilliant, persuasive ad in history, but if the person clicks on it and lands on a web page that's slow or confusing or just doesn't line up with what the ad promised, you just threw your money away. Remember this, the ad gets the click, but the landing page gets the sale.
So here's the winning formula, step by step. It all starts with really compelling ad copy.
Then, that ad has to lead to a super fast and super relevant landing page. And when you nail both of those things, Google actually rewards you. They give you something called a high quality score, which means they literally make you pay less for each click. Getting it right actually saves you money.
Okay, that's enough theory. Let's get practical. Let's put all of this together into a concrete action plan that you can actually use to get started.
This number right here, this is your target, your North Star. You want to aim for a 3-to-1 return. That means for every single dollar you spend on ads, you need to be making at least $3 back in revenue. That 3-to-1 ratio, or ROAS, is usually the sweet spot where you're covering all your costs and actually making a decent profit.
So here are your starting orders. First, start with Google Ads. Second, you need a minimum budget of about $1,500 a month to get going. And your goal for that first month isn't just to make sales, it's to get between 50 and 100 conversions. Now, why that specific number? Because that's the magic amount of data the AI needs to start learning. It needs that much info to really understand who your customer is and start optimizing. You have to remember, you're not just buying ads, you're buying data.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. This whole shift to AI, it isn't something that's coming in the future. It is happening right now. Your competitors are already using it to find more customers and pay less to do it. So really, the question isn't if you should be doing this, it's can you afford not to?